Goku God Killer vs. Beerus. Goku went through many obstacles to get to where he has come. Goku's power level is not even before. The same Saiyan who came from another reality to be able to bring balance ended up getting involved with the emotion of his new timeline and with the intention of being able to help all mortals. He was chosen by Zeno-sama and the Great Priest to become the new God Killer. When the gods of destruction make decisions that are questioned if they really make sense, things begin to collapse, and the balance between peace and chaos begins to distort. When Goku becomes enraged and decides to be the new dictator of the rulers, he believes he can bring free will to mortals. Goku trained on planet Champa, Universe 6's planet of destruction. Goku comes face to face with Beerus. Beerus says, "You will have to be your end, son, Goku." By coincidence, I appeared here in this universe. I had already some unfinished business with Zuno, the one who knows everything, and I could see that you would become a great threat. I heard that you eliminated my brother alongside 2 other gods of destruction. I don't know if you should be proud or feel guilty for the universal imbalance you've created. Vado starts watching and looks at Whis and says,
"Looks like you guys found us, brother. And Beerus is teasing Mr. Goku in an incredible loud way, right?"
Whis says,
"Oh, this battle is not yours, sis. But mortals and gods clashing is a very tense thing. Even more so after what ended up happening."
Vado says,
"What are you talking about?"
Vados keeps looking at Whis, not quite understanding the angel's words. Vados begins to feel other energies created in other universes.
"No, it's not possible, Whis. You guys actually had the courage to open the portal and release them for the seal. That's why you came after Zuno." This could cause problems even with Zeno-sama."
Whis responds,
"I just carried out the orders of the God of Destruction, my Lord Beerus."
Margarita interrupts and says,
"You really are amazing! Universe 6 and Universe 7 causing problems for all universes once again! I would like to be like that with my God of Destruction. Wait, I was! But now he's dead because of Universe 7, and I have to stay by your side now. Look what you've done to me."
Vado's response,
"Don't be ironic, sister. You know very well that you chose to follow us because you were enchanted by Mr. Goku."
At that moment, a great collapse of energy begins to be created. Goku begins to rage with his God Killer transformation activated, and the sky begins to darken. Lightning begins to appear over the sky. Beerus says, "Incredible, son Goku. So this is the power you always wanted to achieve." Goku smiles and says, "This is the beginning, Mr. Beerus. Prepare to be destroyed." Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. Great impacts begin to be created on the planet of destruction that ended up becoming a real battlefield. Goku moves forward to attack Beerus, who starts to dodge his blows. Whis watches and says,
"Interesting. Even Goku in his God Killer form, Beerus, manages to dodge all of his attacks. This is really fascinating. But I don't believe that Mr. Goku is using all his strength. This transformation is very interesting. Mr. Goku is totally similar to the skin of an angel. It seems that he has a destructive power and at the same time an angelic power. I wonder how long he trained to reach that level. Or was it granted by someone? What are you doing, Mr. Goku?"
Goku launches several energy blows at Beerus. Beerus invests a great counterattack, landing several punches on Goku, leaving Goku in a very complicated situation. Goku says, "What the hell? Mr. Beerus' power is totally different from all the other gods of destruction I fought. In fact, he's even more powerful than the first time I fought him. I was sure that story of only using 70% of his powers were lies." Beerus charges in again to attack Goku. Goku tries to dodge with his mastery of Ultra Instinct, but even so his speed doesn't keep up with Beerus. Whis says,
"Looks like Lord Goku is cornered, isn't it, dear sister?"
Margarita starts to laugh. Whis with a neutral cannon says,
Oh, he's hiding something, isn't it right?
after Goku is thrown into the rubble of the planet of destruction by Beerus, the god of destruction laughs and says, is that the power of a god killer form? How do they have the audacity to be destroyed by you? It's laughable. I expected more from you, Goku. Now it'll be your end. At that moment, a great laugh arises. So you expected more from me. What should I say about you, Mr. Beerus? I decided to test your powers, and I confess that I was surprised to see how inferior the god of destruction of my universe is. Furious Beerus says, what are you talking about, you bastard? How dare you say that to me? At that moment, Goku advances towards Beerus and grabs his face by sinking him into the ground. Beerus is surprised and says, impossible! How did he manage to get so strong? Whis just watches. Margarita smiling says,
Oh no! It looks like the god of destruction of Universe 7 will also be eradicated by Son Goku in his god killer form. He really got really strong, so it was no wonder he managed to defeat the other gods of destruction.
Vado says,
And that's it. Lord Goku has once again managed to eradicate a god of destruction.
At that moment, Whis smiles and says,
Oh, you really do not know Mr. Beerus or who he is. The strongest destruction cat. Lord Beerus fought all the gods of destruction in the Tournament of Power and was practically victorious. In fact, he was stopped when he was about to decide the fight against Kitela from Universe 4. And even so, he didn't use all his powers. Mr. Beerus only uses his real strength when he's really angry, which is the case now. He will show his true power.
Vados and Margarita are impressed and watch. Goku, holding Beerus' face to the ground, says, this is the end! At that moment, Goku starts to feel a tremendous pain in his hand and says, what? What is that? Beerus' body begins to increase his muscle mass. What? And Beerus' strength grows exponentially. Beerus gets up and angrily says, Son Goku, you really think you have immeasurable power, don't you? You think you can defeat anyone with a level of strength? Well, I'll show you what I'm really capable of, and why I was named the God of Destruction of Universe 7. Beerus increases his strength more and more and activates his Hakai form for the first time. Whis starts to smile and says,
I told you!
Margarita and Vados are frightened by the tremendous powers of a god of destruction. At that moment, Goku God Killer says, what the hell is this? His power keeps increasing. He doesn't even look the same Mr. Beerus as before. Looks like this is going to be harder than I thought. Beerus appears in front of Goku and says, get ready, Son Goku! Hakai! The Hakai form. A long time ago, the angels who had extremely high powers developed their powers with their angelic mastery that managed to resolve to evolve their fighting styles more and more due to the purity and calm in their hearts. The angels had great ease in using the martial arts technique that it was able to move only by its instinct. With that, this technique was called Ultra Instinct. Only those who had a calm and peaceful energy were able to develop this technique. Practically with this skill, no one was able to defeat them. Due to their calmness, the angels were consecrated by the grace of just protecting and helping the gods for balance. All beings that had an ounce of anger in their bodies could not match their powers with the powers of angels. With that, the gods of destruction that always accompanied the angels on their journeys were always considered weaker than them, due to the power level of Ultra Instinct technique being highly superior to the fighting style of a common mortal. Even if this god of destruction tried to use Ultra Instinct, the difficulty was tremendous because they always act on impulse, and this results in a loss of ki control, resulting in practically a double-edged sword in a battle. Until the moment a god of destruction developed a technique that his fury was revealed. His instincts stopped acting by themselves and his battle ego began to speak louder. No matter how much more blows he receives, he will always remain standing. And with each blow you receive, the greater your strength will be. This way, it doesn't matter the only way the angel's Ultra Instinct mastery could be fought against. It would be with the mastery of Ultra Ego. After this, the first god of destruction raised this technique. The other gods of destruction managed to develop it. Among them, a specific god of destruction that managed to perfect it, and at the same time managed to dominate the Ultra Instinct as well. The Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct combined in one body. That being was Beerus, who was considered with Beerus the Destroyer. Back to current times. Beerus comes face to face with Goku. Beerus Hakai Ultra Ego versus God Killer Goku. Goku God Killer is impressed to see Beerus the Destroyer in this new form of his. Beerus appears in front of Goku and says, Hakai! Goku's arm begins to disintegrate. Whis says,
Looks like Mr. Beerus is hitting it hard now.
Margarita speaks,
Oh no! Is this the end of Mr. Goku?
Vados interrupts and says,
You know very well that Mr. Goku is a god killer. He wouldn't be defeated so easily.
Goku begins to experience great pain as he sees his arm disintegrate in his god killer form. Goku screams, Damn it! That could have happened! At that moment, Beerus says, This is just the beginning of the suffering you will experience if you challenge the great Beerus the Destroyer! Die, son Goku! At that moment, Goku dodges and starts watching. Goku says, Damn it! He's more powerful with this Hakai form! It is very similar to Vegeta's Ultra Ego! But there's something different! He can move just like me! Is that Ultra Instinct? But it seems that he does not feel pain just like Vegeta when he's using his Ultra Ego. Wait, actually Vegeta is in pain. I remember his fight against Gast and Granola. Even though Vegeta landed several blows on them, they asked the dragons from the Super Dragon Balls of their planet's dragon to be the most powerful warriors in the universe. Even so, Vegeta narrowly missed defeating the Granola, but he couldn't reach the limit of his Ultra Ego. I see. I know everything. Goku starts increasing his power even more. Goku closes his eyes and begins to regenerate his body, and his arm that had been torn off by Beerus Hakai recovers. Beerus Hakai says, Interesting power. Just like Majin Buu, you still managed to recover your body from losses that seem crucial. Let's see how you will cope when your body is completely disintegrated by my Hakai. Whis watches and speaks.
Oh, this fight is really intense! Who would have thought that Mr. Goku would go so far as to make Mr. Beerus reach that level? It seems that Mr. Goku sees no limits to his powers! This all reminds me of the Tournament of Power. Everyone believed Jiren was the most powerful mortal there, and we were talking about just 45 minutes of fighting in the arena. In fact, perhaps when Jiren arrived, he was the most powerful, but Mr. Goku knew all the responsibility he had, and that if he was defeated, Universe 7 would be completely eradicated. And this way, he managed to overcome his limits, and after creating a Spirit Bomb and having recovered it back, he was able to activate his Ultra Instinct for the first time. Will he now grow yet another way? After all, Mr. Goku always surprises us, doesn't he? Oh my. Oh, look at Mr. Beerus. Don't go acting ugly. You're already in your Hakai form.
Vado says,
Let's just watch what will happen after all. The battle of these two can decide the future of all universes.
Goku with his regenerated body says, Kaioken 10 times! Beerus Hakai says, What? Can he use Kaioken in this state? Curse you, Son Goku! After Goku activates his Kaioken increase 10 times, Goku advances and starts to launch several attacks on Beerus. Beerus tries to dodge by combining his Ultra Instinct with his Ultra Ego, but it has no effect. Beerus receives full blows from Goku Godkiller, who in addition to increasing his speed, has increased his strength exponentially. Beerus falls to the ground and starts screaming from the pain he was feeling. At that moment, Goku Godkiller loses his Kaioken increasing 10 times. Goku Godkiller slowly advances towards Beerus and says, "Mr. Beerus, there's no use in running away. This is the end for you. Now you'll know my true power, and you will understand what I'm capable of." Vados looks and says,
The two are finished, but Mr. Beerus is on the ground and Goku is charging towards him.
Margarita says,
It's the end for Mr. Beerus! Oh! Really, this form of Lord Goku is incredible! This must be why Daishikan and Zeno-sama chose him to be the new God Killer.
Whis observes with a serious face and speaks.
I believe you're wrong, sisters.
Margarita and Vados just watch. Whis says,
Mr. Beerus just fell to the ground. He's still, but we don't know if he's actually unconscious. His Hakai form is extremely difficult to use for the simple reason that he combined his energy of destruction with the energy of creation. What do I mean by that? Mr. Beerus is able to switch between Ultra Instinct with his Ultra Ego. Can you feel tremendous anger coming from his body? His state has been changed to Ultra Ego. You know exactly what that means.
Margarita and Vados says,
It cannot be!
Goku walks up to Beerus and says, "Thanks for all the teachings in the past, but now it's your end, Lord Beerus." The moment Goku lands the finishing blow on Beerus, Beerus quickly stands up with the mastery of Ultra Ego and smiles insanely and says, "Ultra Hakai!" Goku says, "What? How is this possible? No!" Goku's body is fully eradicated by Beerus' Hakai. Goku disappears. To be continued. Beerus finally showed 100% of his power. So hey, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all of this? Regardless of what it is more than important that you arrive exposing it in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.